This is Wild About Utah.
Everyone loves a good bear story, especially around the campfire. I've accumulated many in my years, all personal and factual. I consider bears my spirit animal, as do many indigenous peoples. Bears are close kinfolk, given their many human-like attributes. When the news broke that a Bruin was sauntering through a cliffside residence in Logan, Utah a few weeks ago, it sparked a flood of bear encounter memories. From my early years in the Northwoods of Wisconsin to recent days with my students in Teton and Yellowstone National Parks, the stories continue. 2 falls ago, I helped lead 30 USU international students for a weekend campout in the Tetons. We ate our lunch at Hidden Falls behind Jenny Lake, then began hiking out. In a few hundred yards, 2 black bears were busily gulping mountain ash berries on either side of the trail. Most of the students had never visited a national park, and none had seen a bear outside of a zoo. What to do? Don't run, I tried to convince them. Unless they pretended to be a berry, they were safe. Even as a large crowd assembled, the bears were oblivious, attacking the berries with abandon. For a good 15 minutes, the students were helplessly under the spell of these glorious berry-eating beasts. While working in Denali National Park, I joined a small group for a backcountry hike, led by a young seasonal ranger. She gave us bear safety training before hitting the trail. Into our second hour in a thick patch of willows, her near-panicked "bear" voice put us on alert. We slowly retreated under her direction. Once at a safe distance, we began breathing again, then scrambled up the opposite slope, hoping to get a view of our alarm. There, on a grassy ledge, a large mama grizz was lying on her back, sound asleep, while 2 young frolicking cubs played on their snoozing mom. I'll conclude with an occurrence from many years back when I worked as a fishing guide on Yellowstone Lake, where an adolescent black bear befriended me. It would walk several hundred yards with me from my cabin to the boat dock, where I would prepare my boat for a day's fishing. It would disappear in the forest until I finished mid-afternoon, then return with me to my cabin, where I often gave it a snack from last evening's dinner. In the mid-1960s, feeding bears was common practice. I was amazed how gentle and polite it was. My buddy bear learned how to open my latched door lock by lifting it with its nose, inserting a claw, pulling the door open. It would enter, sniff the table for tidbits of food which might be found, grab the treat, and rush out the door, not closing it. If no treat was found, it would amble away without incident. After a week or so, to my disappointment, it disappeared. I have yet to see a bear in the wilds of Utah. May that day soon come. This is Jack Green for Ridgeland Audubon Society, and I'm wild about Utah bears.